Hello, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, morning, and night, depending on where you are joining us from. Thank you all very much for joining us this beautiful day, the 31st day of May 2024. The time now is 8 minutes past the hour of 5 in the holy and blessed land of Biafra. Therefore, I say good morning to you from the holy land of Biafra. Good morning to you, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone, depending on where you are joining us from. Here it is 6 minutes, it's 9 minutes past the hour of 6 here in South Africa, but in Biafra land it is 9 minutes past the hour of 5. And in different countries it is different time of the day, different times of the day. Therefore, this is the time for sunrise on Radio Biafra London. My name is Mazi Sochima Mbanali. Mazi Sochima Mbanali from Isu in Olu province of Biafra land. And I must say it is an absolute pleasure to be with you here every morning from 5 to 7 a.m. Biafra time. Of course, our religion is Biafra, and here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. This is where we conscientize ourselves. This is where we motivate ourselves. This wonderful day, this beautiful day, the 31st day of May 2024. Oh yeah, oh yeah, wonderful day. The beginning. Oh yeah signifies beginning. It is it signifies the start of a new thing. And yesterday we made ourselves proud. Yesterday we made our ancestors proud. Yesterday we made our children proud. Those ones who are yet to come, they are even dancing with joy as twinkles in our eyes. You can join us on FM radio at 102.1 FM on your radio if you are anywhere in Biafra land. Go to your radio and look for 102.1 FM. We are also streaming live on satellite, and we are streaming live on various apps such as Radio Biafra and IPOB Community Radio. These are easy to download apps from any app store, Apple, that is iPhone or Android, any type of phone. You can download Radio Biafra or IPOB Community Radio or both of them. Very, very important. And if you have tuning, if you have what's this other radio app, then just search for Radio Biafra and you'll be able to listen to us. I also need to inform you that we are streaming live on our website, ipob.org and radiobiafra.co. You can listen to us from this website and you can read our news from this website. You can also go to ipob.org to make payments, contributions towards this struggle, contributions towards the freedom of the Biafran people. If you are a Biafran, then towards your freedom. It is also important that I inform you that we are streaming live on Facebook. Sunrise, Sunrise on Radio Biafra. That is the Facebook name. Sunrise on Radio Biafra. Facebook. Let me also say if we are live on Radio Biafra because there's a couple of days now we've been having some challenges. Whenever we connect on air, we get disconnected from our Facebook page called Radio Biafra. Like I suspected, we have been disconnected from that page. So let me see if we should connect there. We must continue. Let me try to connect us to Radio Biafra on Facebook so that we will keep moving ahead. Now, this beautiful day, I know you are probably most probably excited, most probably up, because you've been probably sleeping the entire of yesterday. And so today you are probably up by this time. I hope you are up by this time. Yesterday was a wonderful day for us to relax and for us to take time, connect with friends, connect with family, connect with each other. You know, the Biafran attitude is one where we all care for each other. We all stand shoulder to shoulder with each other. And in yesterday's program by the head of the Directorate of State, in the person of Mazi, he reiterated the fact that Biafrans are people who live this communal kind of life, the communal life where you are there for each other, where you contribute towards the development of each other's lives, the development of the community. And yesterday we took time to interact with each other and to further develop ourselves, to also develop those who are to come by honoring those who came before us. It was wonderful. Honestly, it was wonderful. I cannot stress the importance of yesterday enough. I cannot stress the importance of yesterday enough. We all know that any country that consistently breaks its laws, consistently breaks international laws with impunity, the way that the zoo, the Zoological Republic of Nigeria does, poses a significant threat to civilization anywhere in the world. Just the mere fact that Nigeria breaks its own laws and international laws is a threat to UK, is a threat to China, it's a threat to South Africa, it's a threat to the whole wild world, because such action not only is it's a threat to civilization, because such actions demonstrate a clear and absolute disregard for treaty obligations. They disregard the obligations that they acquired when they signed treaties with these other countries. It also undermines the credibility of nations on the international stage. Now, not only the credibility of Nigeria is undermined, those who associate with the zoo, those who associate with those who break international treaties, their credibility are undermined. For instance, the way that UK associates with Nigeria, you can bet me anywhere that the United Kingdom has no credibility. They are losing their credibility every single day. Nobody can trust them because of these disastrous associations that they keep, that they do not want to break with the EU government. Nigerians' recent actions, particularly in the case of Mazi NnamdiKanu, serve as a clear example of this rascality. This rascality that I'm talking about, the disregard of laws, both local and international. Nigeria, by the mere fact that they signed this treaty, by the mere fact that they agreed to uphold international norms, by this mere fact has willingly committed itself to upholding the rule of law and to protecting Nigerians. However, by disregarding this commitment, the zoo continues to perpetuate a form of imperial rule. They continue to perpetuate a form of colonialism. Colonialism where innocent people are arbitrarily imprisoned. They continue to perpetuate a form of slavery. Slavery where people are abducted from their homes and sold to Libya and to different places. Often, in the case of colonialism, they abduct people, innocent people are imprisoned for no just cause. Often they just put up a sham trial just as a way to kind of validate their illegality. This has been the process of the colonial era. It has been their modus operandi, and today Nigeria is validating it. Today Nigeria is upholding these processes that the colonial state of Nigeria went through. And today, the sham trial of Mazi NnamdiKanu is a clear evidence of this. In the case of Mazi NnamdiKanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, in the case of the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, in the person of Mazi NnamdiKanu, Nigeria's actions have been very, very appalling. The actions of Nigeria has been very, very distasteful. Anybody, any conscientious person, anybody with some sort of conscience will tell you the same thing, that Nigeria, the rule is an embarrassment to the 21st century. And those that are backing the rule, they are embarrassment to the 21st century. And the case of Mazi NnamdiKanu proves beyond any doubt that this is the position of the group. A shame on the 21st century. Mazi NnamdiKanu is a prominent activist, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He has been in the DSS dungeon since 2021. 2021. DSS dungeon in Abuja, Nigeria. Nigeria's actions pertaining this, the travails of this man, what they have subjected this man to, have been very appalling. It is very, very something to be appalled about. Distasteful. What crime did Mazi NnamdiKanu commit? He did not commit any crime. Mazi NnamdiKanu simply advocates for self-determination. Advocating for self-determination as a representative of the Biafran people. It's not as if he came out to campaign for this on his own power. No, the Biafran people gave him the power. The Biafran people empowered him to campaign for this self-determination of the Biafran people. You know what the self-determination means as well? It means the protection of the people's rights. Nigeria do not care about your rights. They do not care about the protection of your rights. And so are those who are supporting them. Those who are supporting Nigeria, these are people who do not care about the protection of your rights as a citizen. This man who has been campaigning for the self-determination of the indigenous people of Biafra, who are forcefully joined into the fake union that you have as Nigeria. This man was abducted and illegally registered to Nigeria in June 2021. June 2021. It is clear to everybody, very, very clear, that the circumstances surrounding Mazi NnamdiKanu's abduction and the so-called court proceedings have raised numerous concerns. We have received reports of torture. We have received reports of ill treatment. We have received reports of violations of his rights to a fair trial, which he has clearly indicated severally Just a few days ago, he was in court. He clearly indicated his concern about the torture, the ill treatment, the violation of his rights, clearly shown it that Nigerians' actions are not driven by their adherence to the rule of law. As the Attorney General of the zoo of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria tried to confuse the world with, but rather by a despicable desire to suppress and silence our voices, voices that are critical of the government. And you know what these voices are saying? These voices are simply saying, listen, give the people their rights, observe democratic principles. That is just it. As simple as that. And this is the so-called democratic government. A so-called democratic government that is being preached to for years. And what the fact that it preaches the part of democratic principles, observing democratic principles, and what did they do? What did the Nigerian government do? They went and kidnapped him. They went and kidnapped him. Therefore, the desire of the Nigerian government is to suppress and silence voices that are critical of the government. And this, the government of the zoo has done by kidnapping, extrajudicial killing, disappearing, unlawful arrest of Biafrans who are simply demanding for a referendum, just a referendum, a democratic process to be observed in the zoo. That is a request democratic process to be observed by the zoo. And the stand of IPOB is the unconditional release of Mazi NnamdiKanu. Unconditional release of Onyendu Mazi NnamdiKanu is the only thing that we are demanding for. We are not demanding for any court process because the Nigeria government lacks the right to try Mazi NnamdiKanu in any of their courts, even as stated by their own courts themselves. They lack the jurisdiction to try this innocent man. Therefore, they must release him as their court has said. They must release him as international organizations have said. They must release him. Now, let's listen to the voice of our First Lady, Law. Yesterday, she made a speech yesterday at the UK. It is at 10 Downing Street at the Heroes Remembrance Day of yesterday, 30th May 2024. Remember that the UK coordinator was here yesterday and he gave us details of the event. Therefore, if your children are in London and you fail to tell them, listen, you are supposed to be part of this thing, you are doing a disservice not only to yourself but to them and generations to come. Now let's listen to her message to the world. of Biafra, of course, there is no going back. There is no going back. And by continuing to engage in such rascality, the UK and Nigeria not only undermines their own credibility as a nation, but also sends a detrimental message to the world about the inability of African policies, the inability of African politics, especially African politics. Those the politicians, the countries you have in Africa, their inability to be actors on the international stage. This is the message that Nigeria, that Britain is helping Nigeria send to the international community. And this is very dangerous to other African countries. This is a very dangerous position for other Africans who are saying that they want to do things differently, who are saying that they want a developed Africa. It is a detrimental message to the international community. This is very, very dangerous to other African countries who are engaged, especially those who are engaged in progressive moves. This behavior not only stains Nigeria's reputation, but also reflects poorly on the entire continent called Africa. And recently we have seen how the AU head has been there manipulating the interest of Africans, manipulating it so as to favor his just for his just for his financial benefit. Now let me take you to IPOB Switzerland. Let me take you to IPOB Switzerland. Listen to our head of the Directorate of State. Okay. Uh, please forgive me for that. Um, please, please forgive me for that. But let us move on to the next. Yesterday he was here on the radio, so I'm sure you paid attention to his program yesterday. Very, very informative. Very, very, very informative. I mean, we have been spoiled recently. Get so many information coming from the US. I mean, so many information. Mazi was here just a few days ago, and the Directorate of State was also here, and he gave out important information towards the direction that IPOB, that the people of Biafra are heading to. Mazi made it clear the direction that the Biafran people are heading to. And yesterday, the head of the Directorate of State also made it clear, made several other things clear to us, including the fact that we must not accept any sort of vaccination from the two governments, including the fact that electricity is a must in our land. So many things that he said. And if you look at that, you find out the policy of IPOB, and I am sure you understand it already. That was why yesterday massively all over the world in order to tell our story, in order to celebrate those who died protecting us, in order to honor them, these men and women, wonderful people. Therefore, it is imperative that these countries who received our messages yesterday, these countries who saw our determination, these countries who saw our resoluteness, it is very, very important that they hold the true government in Nigeria to account. It is important that the zoo is held to account and is compelled to respect their treaty obligations and international laws. It is important that the zoo is compelled to respect their treaty obligations, which include the referendum
of all Biafrans who they have unlawfully held in different prisons and dungeons. Failure to do so not only jeopardizes the principles of justice and respect for human rights, but also undermines the stability and security of nations worldwide. It totally undermines it. Every country talking about territorial integrity, talking about the security of their country, must understand that this action of the zoo, this action sanctioned by Britain, is putting the security of their country at risk. Who knows the next country that the zoo government will invade? It is very crucial for the international community to collectively condemn such actions. Those who are charting a new course, especially those who say that they want a world where there is freedom. That freedom is not just a rhetoric, but it is an action. It is something that is put into action by different countries. It is important that such communities should collectively condemn such actions and work towards ensuring that all nations adhere to their commitments and maintain the integrity of the international legal system. Today, there is no integrity in the legal system. No integrity in the international legal system. The United Nations is just a joke. The African Union is a joke. What is it called? The West Africa, whatever they call themselves, the West African gathering, where this criminal, a drug dealer, is their leader. These organizations are just a joke. There is no integrity in the international legal system. That is why countries can say to ICC, shut up and sit down, because you have allowed countries like the zoo, countries like Nigeria, to make a caricature of your legal system. And if they can commit to collectively condemn such actions, if they can commit one by one to condemn such actions, we can then protect innocent individuals. We can then protect innocent people all over the world. We can now foster a more inclusive and accountable global community. We can now preserve the safety and stability that are essential for the advancement of civilization. Without it, we are not going anywhere. All these things about how we want to change the world and have a better place will be just a mere rhetoric, will not make sense. It doesn't make sense that you want only your country to be developed, just like Britain is doing, giving their people the best, the good part of life, the good things in life, whereas other countries, people are dying, people are suffering, people are starving. In Nigeria, all over the world, people are starving because of their wickedness. How can you have such a world? How can such a world be? And yesterday we demonstrated to the world that that is not a world we are willing to be a part of. We want a world where there is equity. Biafrans are deserving of equity. Biafrans are deserving of equity. This morning I had a conversation with one of our brothers, and he was very excited about yesterday. He was telling me, how yesterday was so awesome. How he was updating me about yesterday's sit at home and how everybody obeyed without any force. Without any force. Nobody even made any force because the people understood. Our people are tired of the zoological republic, and our people have seen that the decisions of IPOB are towards the improvement of our lives and our well-being. Our people are clear on that. Take a look at the policies of IPOB, such as agricultural revolution, such as the industrialization of our land, which begins, I must say, with uninterrupted power supply. EEDC is there fumbling, making a joke of themselves, The only thing they do is starve the people of their rights. Their right to electricity, uninterrupted electricity. Because this is a need for any society to advance. Therefore, it has become a right. It has become a right. Every country is supposed to provide 24 hours uninterrupted electricity, especially to people who are unemployed. So that because when you do not provide a job or do not provide an environment for people to create jobs for themselves and for others, where do you expect them to afford to pay for electricity when it is a need? Therefore, it is a responsibility that the government owns you. And that is why IPOB is saying, listen, agricultural revolution, all good, because it is an existential threat. But also the industrialization of our nation must begin. And that is why IPOB is saying to EEDC, provide electricity or vamoose or leave. We used to, back in the days, we used to say, yeah, come on, vamoose or leave. Or leave. That is how it is supposed to be. I'm even saying that IPOB is just so good. I mean, honestly, these guys are just so good. You know, a lot of us were thinking, oh, you know, Tibo, Zobo, politicians die by fire. But IPOB is saying, hey, listen, we are very lawful people. We go through the process of the law. Then why do you think that people will not support such organization? Why do you think that people will not support that organization? This is why Biafrans are in love with IPOB, because even IPOB is the people. IPOB is the people, the woman in the market that made sacrifices yesterday because she knows the policies, she knows the direction that her life is headed in the hands of IPOB. She understands. She understands the policies. Okay, look at the security of lives and properties that IPOB has implemented. Mazi NnamdiKanu, in his wisdom, created the Eastern Security Network, and today we are safe. We can go to the farm without the fear of rape. We can go and plant without the fear that Fulanis will bring their cattle into our land and destroy the crops and then desecrate our land by having sex with their cows on our land and by sleeping, raping actually our people. So why will you see these good things and say, oh, it is not good for you? Then you must know that that person is an agent of the zoo, just like Peter Mba showed himself. Even as a stranger, you will understand why our people love IPOB. Even as a stranger. To begin with, it is the people that is IPOB. And that is why no matter how big the problems look, Biafrans are ready. Biafrans are capable. And Biafrans are willing to defeat and bring them down. And yesterday we showed the likes of those Efulefus where to get off. We show them that they are holding on to a stolen mandate. We show them where to get off yesterday. We show them that it is now clear that these people, the likes of the Mba, Peter Mba, and the hopeless Uzodema, the rest of them, the likes of them, it is now clear that they do not represent the interest of Biafrans and they do not have the mandate of the Biafran people. But I will not spend time this beautiful morning speaking about people who are oppressing us, because their time of oppression is over. Their time of oppression is done and dusted. And yesterday, it proved it. Beyond any doubt, yesterday proved it. Yesterday proved it. And we have about 15 minutes. So I will just briefly talk about why yesterday is cherished by every Biafran. Let us just go through them once more. let us refresh our minds why yesterday is so sacrosanct. Not just because I'm speaking to Biafrans, but because I'm speaking to the world. We are here communicating with the world. The world saw yesterday, the world heard us yesterday, and we must keep going. Yesterday, just like other countries around the world, we brought out time to honor our citizens. South Africa, they do it here. It is a day of celebration when they honor those who died June 16. It's a special day for them. They honored the youths. The youths came out, made sacrifices. They said, no, we would rather die than to live as slaves, than to live as second-class citizens, third-class citizens in our own land, than to live and starve in our own land. They said, no, enough is enough. They rose up, they said, no, something must be done. So yesterday, we brought our time, we honored our citizens, our heroes and heroines who dedicated their lives to the service of our nation. And how did we do that? By dedicating a special day to express our gratitude and to commemorate their contributions. Very expensive contributions that they made with joy. They made these contributions with joy. Yesterday was a special day in the history of our beloved nation, Biafra, and it served as a reminder of the sacrifices made by individuals and generations, not just by 1, 2, 3 people, different people, not just by 7 million people, as was witnessed in 1967 to 1970, not just about 100,000 people who made sacrifices in 1966, not just about those who were slaughtered in 1929 about women protest that they call riot, a peaceful protest. We did not just dedicate those days to them. We did not just commemorate their contributions. It served as a reminder of the sacrifices made by generations of our people. Generations who in 1914 the British thought that they have conquered us, that they have us under their feet. But they knew that we are unshakable. We cannot die. Rather, we live. When you put us in the ground, you are planting us. We come out thousands folds. And today they are telling you go and take a vaccination so that they can totally extinguish your future. And we say, no, that will not happen. That will not happen. So yesterday was a very special day because for generations, our people have been willingly protecting and preserving our values, willingly making sacrifices to protect and preserve our values and principles by laying down their lives. They made ultimate sacrifices for generations. How do you not remember that? How do you not honor that? How will somebody come out one day and say to you, this and that? It is very important that remind the world that some of those who were honored yesterday are those who died defending us in the Nigerian genocidal war against the people of Biafra from 1967 to 1970. As a result of that war, we experienced significant losses of over 7 million deaths. Over 7 million children, over 10,000 children were starving to death on a daily basis. This is according to records. This is not me just saying this. There is a record backing this. This is according to records, according to statistics. People were starving. There was hardship. Not only for Biafran soldiers, but our civilians as well. For our civilians as well. Yesterday, we remember those who died even before the gruesome genocide of 1967 to 1970. We remember all of them. We remember them until even today. Those who lost their lives in the defense of our own lives, like Ikonso, whom IPOB has named the government house in Owerri after. It is Ikonso House. Because of people like him who made sacrifices for us to be here, people like him who are still making the sacrifices today. Talk about the wonderful men and women of Eastern Security Network. How can we thank these people enough? And that is why we keep saying, make your contributions. Make your contributions. Help protect you. Help defend you. Help defend you, because despite the challenges and hardships these men and women faced, despite the challenges and hardship that these men and women face today, these heroes that I call them displayed remarkable courage. They are still displaying remarkable courage. They are displaying resilience. They are displaying determination against all odds. And we have our living hero in the DSS dungeon. We have our living hero in the DSS dungeon. And why did we come out yesterday? Why did we come out all over the world, and in Biafra land we sat at home? Why? To show gratitude. Yesterday we showed how grateful we are. What we did yesterday serves as just a little yet tangible token, little sacrifice, one day out of our year, one out of 365 days or 66 depending days. We took out only one little, but at the same time tangible token of appreciation for their selfishness and commitment to our beloved Biafra nation. Oh, Biafra nation, how grateful we are. How grateful we are. By honoring these heroes yesterday, we celebrated our collective strength. Our collective strength, Igwebike, we celebrated it. Our unity, the unity of the Biafran people, we celebrated it. The indestructible spirit of the Biafran people. That is what we celebrated yesterday. So today I have come not to thank you. No. I can't thank you for doing what is best for you. I can't thank myself because I did what is best for myself. Why should I thank myself when I did good for myself? I'm supposed to do good for myself so I can do more. So I can get to higher places, to better places. Why should I thank myself? Because doing good should be a lifestyle. Nobody should tell you about the 30th of May. Nobody should convince anybody about the 30th of May. It is for your own good. I am not here to thank you. I am here to make you feel, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm here to make you feel honored. I'm here to make you feel dignified. I'm here to show you the dignity that you have given to yourself yesterday. Because our ancestors, they have been dignified. Yesterday we dignified them, we called on them, we thanked them for the journey so far, and we call on them that we are nothing without them. We wouldn't even be here without them. They are the sense. Those fighting with us, fighting for us, they are the saints. And yesterday, we thanked them. We honored them. Gowon said that they found a way to make us disjointed. They found a way to make us broken into various parts. They know what they said. They planted infiltrators who, despite the dastardly act of Gowon, they still invited him years ago to our land. And IPOB said, no, such evil man shouldn't step his feet. IPOB protected us, protected our land from such evil and coward. Gowon is a coward. If you've never seen a coward, look at Gowon. When you look at him, you can see. Even when you look at that video when he was ousted, and the way when the news came to him where he was somewhere outside the country, the way he reacted, you can see this one is a coward. A man who made a deal at Aburi and then left, came back and reneged, started lying, could not stand his feet. Could not stand his feet. Just a tool in the hands of his oppressors. Just a tool. A tool in the hands of his own oppressors. Today, he is championing the enslavement of his people. His own people are under fire today, and the coward is nowhere to be seen. You can't compare these people to Biafrans. These people who we honored yesterday. Therefore, you must be proud of yourself. You must celebrate. You must go out today with vigor, with strength. Know where you are coming from. You are not ordinary. What you did yesterday, you honored yourself. You dignified yourself. Go out with dignity today. Enjoy your day. This is a beautiful day. Yesterday, we celebrated the indestructibility of the Biafran spirit. We cannot be destroyed. The Biafran spirit of Igwebike, the Biafran spirit of Onyagalawanea, these are the indestructible spirits of the Biafran people. As long as Biafra is concerned, we cannot be destroyed. We cannot be vanquished. It is based on this indestructible spirit that individuals dedicated and have continued to dedicate their lives to protecting our common interest. It is because of this indestructible spirit that people have dedicated their lives to ensuring that our nation remains united, even in the face of great adversity, as we are witnessing today. As we witnessed in 1966, as we witnessed in 1967 to 1970, our nation, the Biafran nation, we are united even more than ever. Never see any little problem. Like I said yesterday, there is a need for a little poison in the system to keep the system up and running. To keep the system up and running. It is what we did yesterday. What we did yesterday, we showed how we can protect our common interest and how to ensure that our nation remains united, even in the face of Umokoko, who are trying to divide us and give our lands to the Fulani terrorists. By honoring them yesterday, we are reminded that unity and resilience are essential, very, very essential for the survival and progress of our society. We cannot afford to be divided. We must not afford to be divided. We must remain the way we are, united, even more united. Even more united. Unity and resilience, we cannot do anything unless we are united. We cannot solve our problems unless we speak with one voice. And that is why we are eternally grateful to Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu. That is why we are eternally grateful to Mazi NnamdiKanu. That is why we are grateful to the Eastern Security Network. That is why we are grateful to each and every one of you who has made yesterday become what it is. The Directorate of States. How do you thank these men and women enough? How do you thank them enough? How? What are you going to give to thank them enough? Yesterday, as I open up the line, I want to remind you that yesterday, what we did, we promoted our national identity. We put a stamp on our national identity. We told the whole world that we are not the zoologians. No, 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 no. We know where we're coming from. We know who we are. We promoted our national identity all over the world, from the United Kingdom to Berlin to Czech Republic to South Africa to Biafra land. We honored these heroes, and as a result, we have continued to foster a sense of national identity. We have continued to foster a sense of pride amongst ourselves, amongst the citizens of Biafra. You are a citizen of Biafra. Do not look at the nonsense that they call Nigeria. When you pass, you see a government house called Nigeria, or a police called Nigeria, or an army called Nigeria. These are oppressors, those little poisons in the system that we must work against in order to sanitize the system. The more we work, the more sanitized the system is. The more we work, the more sanitized the system becomes. Yesterday was a reminder that our nation's values and principles are defended and will continue to be defended, no matter who we are defending Biafra against. It doesn't matter who the person is that will raise the head tomorrow. Yesterday, we reminded ourselves that these values, these principles that we hold as the Biafran people, these values and principles we hold dear, that are very dear to our hearts, that we today are defending them, and that tomorrow we will defend them. And that even in the future, if you wake me up and tell me, what will you be doing in 1,000 years? I'll tell you, I'll be defending the integrity, the identity of Biafra. No matter who I'm defending it against. No matter who. You must know that it is the dedication, the fact that you're able to wake up when others are enjoying their sleep, the fact that when you don't want to do that job, but because it is a responsibility that you must carry out, you are dedicated to it. The fact that Mazi NnamdiKanu is in DSS dungeon, despite the inconveniences, despite all that it is taking him, despite the toll in his life, on his health and everything, the dedication, the sacrifices that we continue to make, these are things that we cannot say we will make them today and tomorrow, yes, we stop making them. No. We are reminded yesterday that we must continue to make them. Maybe tomorrow it will be in a lesser way, but we must continue to make them. And that is what yesterday reminded us, that these sacrifices are the foundation of our nation's identity. You cannot say the genocide of Biafrans, where over 7 million people occurred, that it did not happen. You cannot say that. This is your identity as a nation. Wear it with pride. People willingly gave their lives for the protection of your life. Over 7 million of them. It is your identity, and yesterday what we did was to protect it. What we did yesterday was to protect it. And today, your character has been defined by how you handled yourself yesterday, in the time of the trouble. Yesterday, I was listening to the radio, and people were talking about the killing of army officers. And I was just laughing. Why am I laughing? How do I cry for someone so stupid and gullible as to come out when you know your government is bringing you out to sacrifice you and put it on IPOB? You know that is who enforces it at home? Nobody except the Nigeria Army. Why is Nigeria Army interested in enforcing it at home? That is the question. Why are they interested in enforcing it at home that they did not order? A sit at home that they did not order. A sit at home that they were even against. The governor of Enugu State, he spoke for the Nigeria government. He was their spokesperson yesterday. He was the spokesperson of the Fulani. He spoke for them. So after speaking for them and say people should come out, they came out then to drag people out of their houses. Is that what they did? No, they did not come out to. They did not come out to do anything except to be a target practice that will be blamed on IPOB. Because the zoo army is not reasonable. These people are not reasonable. They're not reasonable enough. They are not reasonable enough. I'm trying to make sure that the line is open, but hey, I don't know. Today the line decided, okay, I think this will work. Let me see. Okay. If you want to be part of this conversation this morning, know that the line is now open. You can call in, but this is going to be a bit different number. The number to call is +27 73 80 90 689. Because of the problems we had with our main line, so I will bring this number to you, and you can call us via WhatsApp or direct call, whichever one. The number to call is +27 73 8090 689. The line is open, and if you have anything to say about yesterday, now is your opportunity. You can come up, tell us how you failed yesterday, how wonderful your experience was. I saw people. Do you know that even the Rochas, the wife of Rochas, used yesterday to even have a party? Do you know that the wife of Rochas Okorocha yesterday used it to have a party? That is how happy people are. Even those that you think, hey, everybody used yesterday. Nobody quarreled yesterday. Nobody quarreled yesterday. Because you are promoting your identity. And the activities you did yesterday defines who you are. Your character is defined by how you handle yourself in the time of trouble. That is what defines you. And yesterday we handled ourselves perfectly. We handled ourselves. Even popular people, I saw them making videos showing how it is going, so that criminals will not come tomorrow to say, no, this and that. No, yesterday was peaceful. Every Biafran identified with their identity. Everyone, from the beginning to the end. And guess what? Yesterday we inspired future generations. That is why I said today, let us sit down and have a conversation about if you really understand the significance of what you did yesterday. The significance of what you did yesterday. Very, very significant, I must tell you. Very, very significant. You empowered the future generation. You empowered them. Now, let me take this call. Okay. Caller on the line, Ndewo Mazi. Welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. Okay. This is I've lost connection. I have lost connection. Okay, let us continue. So, yesterday you inspired future generations. When you honored these heroes, these heroines, these men and women who inspire you to be alive today, who made sure that you are alive today, when you honored them yesterday, you have inspired future generations. You have inspired them to emulate your examples and to contribute positively to the benefit of our beloved nation, Biafra. That is what you did yesterday. Ndewo Mazi, Ndewo Mazi
Mazi, good
Ugo.
morning.
Ndalu Nwannem.
Yes,
Welcome
Mazi.
to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Greetings to you, my beloved brothers and sisters. Chukwu Kikabiama is our strength. And we must continue on this ride of the truth. We must continue to expose the zoo. My name is Ugo from the blessed land of Biafra. Mazi, you said it all. We commend our brothers and sisters, our beloved citizens, because yesterday they proved the evil rulers in the zoo, the children of darkness who is representing the zoo activities in our land. They proved them wrong. Somebody like Peter Mba also. You know, this Peter Mba has been showing himself from day one. Somebody also reminded him in his local radio station the other day that he should have it in mind that he killed people to start this. He killed innocent people in the name of enforcing sit at home. But yesterday, many of them were surprised. They never believed what happened. Everywhere yesterday was shut down. And it shows what you said. We demonstrated that unity, the unity of Biafra still remains in us. And we must continue to display it, because the zoo called Nigeria is not a place where a reasonable person can stay and say, "Are citizens." Even though you claim to be, you will force yourself to become a very good citizen of Nigeria. At the end, the zoo rulers will disgrace you. And that is the reason why Chukwu Abiyama vindicates the indigenous people of Biafra. Why I mentioned the indigenous people of Biafra, this wonderful family called IPOB is the ark of salvation generation. This is the ark that is moving to call everyone to join. But so many people are joking. But thank God, we glorify Chukwu Abiyama, because today that truth is shining like lights. I commend everybody that participated yesterday, staying in their house to remember our fallen heroes. We must continue to do this. Remember our leader Mazi NnamdiKanu continue to demonstrate the truth that comes from the Almighty God. He continue to make a sacrifice which none in our land can make. If you doubt, come out and say, "I will do more than NnamdiKanu." Then we will exchange you to him. You can never dare what he's doing today. So it's an excellent. Mazi, I am happy, just as you are happy, because our people, they do what they asked them to do yesterday, 100%. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I appreciate you. Yes. Thank you very much. Yesterday, we even showed a lesson to those who are to come tomorrow, the future. We gave them a lesson. And as a result, let me read you this news. This beautiful, they say Obonge news. This Obonge news. Let me read this Obonge news for you. And this is from Cable. It says, IPOB lawyer to Southeast governors declare Monday 30 as public holiday. It is only reasonable. Only a reasonable person thinks this way. This is only reasonable. It is only reasonable that the governors in Biafra land, the entire Biafra land, declare 30th of May as public holiday. Now, as I wait for your call, let me just call back this number that called me. Let me call back this number, because this is a number I don't think I've received call from this number before. Let me see. Okay. While we are waiting for this caller to answer, let me read you this. It says, on May 30, okay, the caller is here. Caller, thank you very much. I missed your call earlier on, your calls. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Please go ahead, introduce yourself. Go ahead with your opinion. Ndewo.
My name is Mr. Adabachimobi. I'm calling from Lagos.
Gani Ruwanem, yes.
For what people are doing. I tell them everybody. tell everybody because the way I'm seeing things about this our struggle to get our freedom, because I so much appreciate it. Yesterday I was in the TikTok, see how everybody is pushing it. So I'm so much happy for it. People still keeping on. So with your God Almighty Allah, how do we do it? Chukwu go stay, help us and get Biafra in a good way. You're not going to share any blood anymore. I thank you.
Thank you. Are you a Muslim? Are you a Muslim?
I'm not a Muslim.
Okay.
I'm one for Boy State.
Okay, because I heard you say Allah, so I was concerned a bit because of the destructive tendencies of Islam.
No, because I'm in the Lagos State.
Okay.
That's why.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, one name. Chukwu okike abịama will bless you too. Jishike, eh?
Amen.
Thank
Amen.
you. Dalo.
Amen. All right.
Yes, the line is still open, and the number to call is +27 73 8090689. 8090689. I thank our contributors, those who call in to contribute their opinion. Remember, we have time now, so do not say, let me wait a bit. We have time now, so you can call in and have your opinion. Now, this says, on May 30, 1967, Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, former governor of the Eastern Region, declared cessation of Biafra Republic from Nigeria. Okay, from Nigeria. We'll come back to it. Ndewo Mazi, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for calling us. I have the national coordinator of Russia, Mazi Rafson Ndiko. Mazi, welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead with your opinion. Ụtụtụ ọma.
Aga m agwa ndị enyi m na-arapụgo m zu Nigeria. Follow Nnamdi n'ala Biafra. Aga m agwa ndị enyi m na-arapụgo m zu Nigeria. Soro Nnamdi laba Biafra. Oh, hey, Biafra. Fellow Biafrans, and lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Raf Ndikom. I came from Umuaka in Olo province, Biafra land. But I live and serve the indigenous people of Biafra here in Russia as the national coordinator. Indeed, yesterday was great and amazing. I was highly impressed by the turn-up of the Biafrans that live in Russia, not only here in Moscow, but from different cities. Even non-Biafrans, even our Yoruba neighbors, people from Edo, people from Ibanke, they're all the people that make up that eastern region and west. We are present yesterday. And the love they show to our fallen heroes was amazing. Therefore, I want to express my gratitude and to use this medium to thank everybody that attended our program yesterday here in Moscow. May Chukwuemeka bless all of you and also give you the grace and understanding to understand the reason why we need Biafra. And all the people that also contributed in what we are doing, all that contributed for ESN, I pray that Chukwuemeka will replenish your purses and bless you abundantly, that your purse and your pocket will never be dried. In the name of Chukwuemeka. Not only here in Russia, the whole world was shaking. The media, that is the social media, was really on fire because of a nation that wicked British removed from the map. A great nation that wicked British government and their cohorts removed from the map since 1970. They thought that by removing Biafra from the map of the world, that everything about Biafra will be over. But today, they are seeing what they never see in their history of wickedness. They are seeing that this young generation had taken it upon them that we must restore Biafra. That this young generation has said that the work that our grandfathers started, that we will finish it. We sent a really living and heavy warning to Nigerian government yesterday, and all the people that are supporting them in holding our leader NnamdiKanu. We have made them that all their plan to kidnap NnamdiKanu from Kenya to Nigeria illegally and keep him under illegal incarceration in DSA dungeon. Yesterday we proved to them wrong, that by kidnapping NnamdiKanu will not stop the restoration of Biafra nation, and they can never. It will not stop IPOB. IPOB, we are like locomotive. We have only one direction, and we don't have reverse gear. We only go forward. If you stay on our side, you will be like that is. We will crush you, because the life of more than 6 million or 7 million people that we are killed, no matter that we are that is dollar 3.6, we cannot let it go. Sometimes Fulani people think that they are the only people that know how to revenge. When they kill Igbos in any part of Nigeria, they say they are still revenging for their leader that was killed during the time of Q by Zog and Co. This generation of Biafra, we tell them that we know how to revenge all our people that Fulani have been killed since 1945, plus the one that Buhari killed, and the one that they are still killing now. We must avenge them. This generation. So the better for Nigeria is let NnamdiKanu go and let Biafra go, so that something will remain for them. The things that are stolen will still remain. But if they continue keeping NnamdiKanu, keep killing Biafrans, that is the repercussion will be that there will be nothing left in Nigeria when the time will come. Because they are thought that it's only them that know how to kill. It's only them have monopoly. It's only them that have guns and bullets to kill at will, to kill women at their farmland, to kill young girls, young boys on the street only because they dress well, only because the identity is an Igbo. They thought that we have record of all our people that they be killing, and when the time come, they will regret. Say if they know, they would have let us go in time. So, Mazi, Mbanali, I will not continue. I will stop here. But I pray that Chukwuka will bless us and give us grace and strength to continue this fight that we already started. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you very much. The line is still open. The number to call is +2773 8090-689 +2773 8090-689. Yesterday, I saw people in Austria, I saw people in Germany, I saw people all over the world. Czech Republic, South Africa, people were bubbling yesterday. It was so wonderful. Now, it goes to this news that I read earlier on that says IPOB lawyer to Southeast governors declare May 30 as public holiday. Declare May 30 as public holiday. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, lead counsel of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, has implored governors of states in the southeast to declare May 30 as public holiday in commemoration of Biafra Day. On May 30, 1967, Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, former governor of the Eastern Region, declared secession of Biafra Republic from Nigeria. The declaration led to the civil war that started on July 6, 1967 and ended on January 15, 1970. In a statement issued on Thursday, Ejiofor said the governors of the 5 states in the southeast should set aside May 30 in honor of fallen Biafran soldiers. Ejiofor added that the federal government should unconditionally release genuine Biafran agitators who are being held in various detention facilities across the country. He said this would go a long way in moderating the resentment of the marginalized Biafrans and would help restore a sense of reintegration in the Nigerian project. May 30th is set aside as a special day to remember the reflection on the death of over 5 million Biafrans who were genocidally massacred during the 3-year Biafran Nigerian War, which lasted from June 6, 1967 to January 15, 1970. He said, okay, you know that this is coming from the Zoo newspaper, right? So this place where it said help restore a sense of reintegration in the Nigerian project, I'm sure you understand what that means. For instance, the 3 R's, where they said they will do a lot of reintegration, a lot of restoration, a lot of all of that to make sure that you go back to who you were before the war, especially with your funds and all of that in the bank. Now, Nigeria hasn't even paid restitution. Nigeria has not even paid restitution. So if they are calling us, for instance, come to Nigeria, come be part of Nigeria, what are they bringing to the table even to begin with? Let's say that, okay, they are talking. Are they bringing violence to us? These people, Isha, they hammer. Imagine bringing violence in order to. So go to his Facebook account and you will read the proper information there. Go to his Facebook account and you will read the proper information there. Now, let me go to this breaking news that it was released yesterday. And it says today, the 30th day of May 2024, as we commemorate the death of our fallen heroes and heroines who died during the 3-year pogrom on Biafran soil, a Federal High Court of Nigeria sitting in Abuja by Honorable Justice J.K. Omotosho delivered its ruling on the bail applications we filed and moved on behalf of 42 innocent Biafrans made up of Igbo youths, young women, mothers and fathers who were arrested in Anambra in December 2023 and subsequently bundled to Abuja by overzealous Nigerian security agents. His Lordship, in his well-considered ruling delivered moments ago, admitted all these innocent Biafrans to bail. Now, let me go to a caller on the line. Thank you and welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. There we go.
Welcome, Sochima, Mbanali. Ekekerawa nonyere unu niile, nonyere mmadụ niile ndị o jekwara ngwa ọlụ. Ekekere iligwe lụwale ya ga isi eluigwe ebe ibere anyị ya. Ihe anyị na-eme ọnya anyị kwesịrị ime. Dịka i kwuru, Mazi, i mere ka o doo anya. Na anyị agaghị ebe anyị mere onwe anyị ihe ọma anyị labịa ekele onwe anyị. Why? Ihe anyị na-eme onye anyị kwesịrị ime. What we supposed to do. Because for avoidance of for identity purposes, one know the truth. There is something you said, very striking, very wonderful point, which our leadership and our media Cubans, bourgeois, should uphold, should be letting the world know. because they saw that everything went the way Chukwukabiama planned it. Because it's not us doing it, it's Chukwukabiama. Now they want to put, because they can't do it. The old Rohanya that they have fallen. They now, those people who do not have common sense, they make themselves vulnerable. The military, they will come. They will don't know that the Nigerian zoo, the Nigerian military, the leadership, they will know the people they want to do away with. They will bring them on the road and they will call their own to kill them. They will now label it on IPOB. So look as if IPOB. No, the thing enforce itself. Natural is a natural something. So the media, our wonderful publicity, media and publicity secretary, she also let the world know. This is what they are doing. They will bring the people they want to sacrifice. They know they are soldiers now. Most of them, they will bring our people, the Biafrans, who do not have common sense. They will go to the road. They say they are defending Nigeria, defending what Britain created. Defending bondage, defending their captivity. Then when they come there, then they will call their own. They will kill them. They say, hey, yeah. They are go. How I wish they will have our eyes to see, because these pre eyes we used to see. Thank Chukwukabiama what he did yesterday. He really, the world have come to the knowledge. And another thing I want us, because the zoo having held us with Britain, because zoo is the Britain with their hand back. America don't know that they are being hand back to Britain. Britain is the people holding us here. The next one by his grace, because this thing will be for everlasting. Even Biafra comes, it's everlasting. Will be remembering our heroes. The next one will be done, whether in the zoo or anywhere. The WAEC, they want to put our people, our children, in dilemma, in jeopardy. Next time, by his grace, before time, even from now, we have to send. Our leadership should send strong message to all these institutions, WAEC, Jambo, and all the rest of them, NECO, all these institutions. 30th of May, if you don't know, they should know. Make it official. They should know that 30th of May is no-go area. They should not put anything on that day. The governors who are stooge, who are working, who are serving to the Fulanis, thinking that they are ruling us, they have seen it. You have to tell them. It has been. My brother Chinasan would have made it clear. Then go and whether it's lobbying or whatever, 30th of May should be put as national holiday. National holiday for the fact that we are held hostage in the zoo. Every benefit that should be accorded to Nigeria, we must receive it. It should be made as national holiday. If not, if they do not do it, then the enforcement will be on their head. The governors, that day, no activity for them, any of them. The WAEC, on them, their institution, all these people are doing it. They are human beings. It's individual. We use certain things that has been happening to them. These people, they are human beings. They have flesh and blood. They have blood running on them. So all of them, like WAEC, putting here, this human being is the head. The institution. We know, we have to know where they are. But they know that they cannot play with Biafrans. This is not something like a weapon of mass destruction. This individually, we are all over the world. If Biafrans are divided, we will cover the whole world, and they know it. When the time comes, I will let us know. Even Israel. What happened on October 7th? I will tell us why that thing happened. It's just, let this 30th go. I will tell us what is God, because they want to run away. They thought that they were brainwashed. Britain brainwashed them that Biafrans comes, is going to cover you people. Is the end of the world is coming. They now want to make peace with They are pillars. The Islamic world and the God will strike that thing. So because they want to harness Palestine. If these people come, if you allow, if yes, I'm coming. If you support these people now to gain themselves, Palestine will gain themselves. What is happening now? I will come to that. You people will know the secret, the mystery behind what happened on 7th October last year. God bless every Biafran. Ichukwu have declared. You say,
Mazi, before you go, please, your name, Biko. You. I don't think
Biko.
Yes.
Know the truth.
Know the truth. The other one name.
For security purposes, man.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. The other one name. Okay. I just okay. You can call back. The number to call is +27 73809069. I wanted to bring to you this news from Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor concerning the commemoration of Biafran heroes and heroines massacred during the 3-year Biafra Nigeria Civil War. But I don't want to go to the cable news anymore. These people, the Zoo newspaper, they have a way of always putting that little thing there that will minds that are a little bit gullible will be thinking or promoting their cause. If you have been looking at the cause they have been having against our lawyers, those and the DOS, you will find it in their news. They put it there, kind of make it subtle but still active. I will read to you from Mazi, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor's profile, so that you see the difference with what they said here. This sentence that said, he said this would go a long way in moderating the resentment of the marginalized Biafrans, and then put it in parentheses, and then said, and would help restore a sense of reintegration in the Nigerian project. What he actually said here is, it is a time of introspection. This is from his page. A moment to consider the position of Biafrans in modern day Nigeria and their relevance in the broader national context. Unfortunately, the issues that ultimately led to the Biafran war are still present within the policies and decisions of the government. This is what he said here. So we must pay attention to the news that we inject and the effects thereof. I have a caller on the line, Mazi Otutoma. Welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion.
Sochima Mbanali, the one of our professors who are teaching us, giving us the information of life from this planet. My name remains Mazi Obasi, educated from blessed land of Biafra. Biafra is our religion. On this Haro platform is where we worship as a Chukwokuka Biama, the God of our land, the God of our one sister, is our chi. Mazi NnamdiKanu Hamadike, one of Biafra land, is our leader. We are Biafran, we are not Nigerian. Our fathers they have forced our fathers with gun and bullet to answer Nigeria out of their will. That is why all the demons in the whole world is supporting the zoo. Because we are Omuchinek. Everybody should know that. If you are supporting one Nigeria, you are supporting evil. If you are supporting one Nigeria, you are supporting the clean of innocent children. If you are supporting one Nigeria, you are supporting brigade who are coming to take over zoological hospital to harvest our organs. So say no to it. Yesterday was a wonderful one throughout the whole world. Everybody know that all these things Nigeria is talking, lying, using BBC, Punch, Vanguard talk about rubbish. You know, I told our people that it's a way of doing this, telling our people informations. We told our people to listen to Radio Biafra. Let them not listen to what is coming from Facebook, or listen to Radio Biafra whenever our leadership said, this is our day, and everybody know this. We starting this long time ago when NnamdiKanu Oh, ezigbo mmadụ. Somebody who rejected everything for us to be free said, we must remember those who died for us to maintain this name we are bearing today. We must remember them. We must tell the whole world who we are. We must tell our story to the whole world. Fulani can never tell the whole world what's happening here. British can never. British will continue cover it up. That is why they are always sending their puppets there to teaching them. Look at a small boy with a young woman coming to zoo, telling them what to do. As the other woman is always sit on the table, sit down, on the baboons were around him, telling them that our people, their people should do this for them to stay in one Nigeria. And the zoological military, not all those who belay them, who don't chop money, those ones in their office telling all those young boys they are recruiting. That is why every six months they are recruiting. Every 6 months, Nigeria is now recruiting military, recruiting police. Just imagine, because they are wanted to force Biafra to remain in Nigeria. That is what we are doing that. But we told them yesterday that, see, it does not matter. You hold Mazi or you hold our leader, Mazi NnamdiKanu. It can never stop us. He will be there. Everything will be going until we set ourselves free from these people. No matter what. Even if today you hold China Sanwo, we will continue. Even if today you hold Mazi Chike Joseph, Biafra will continue. You can never quench this fire that is coming to consume the zoo. Zoo must fall. We said it. For those, all these evil politicians in our land who call governors and speaker, we are continue warning you people. You people can never defeat us. People is now know the truth. We have told our people about Biafra. Sufferness is too much. Killing is too much in one Nigeria. No law that guiding the zoological, and the British know. That is why their form created this quagmire destined destroyer called zoological. Zoo is using innocent blood to sustain themselves. That is why we tell our people, go market places, telling them, buying some certain things, telling them that if you are complaining about what is going on in Nigeria, if leadership, IPOB leadership said, sit down your home for 12 hours, do that so that we can separate ourselves from this. Telling them one by one, teaching them this locality. That is the work of we that is here. And that is why you look at ourselves. See people sit down in their various home, feeling comfortable, no complaining. Everybody was so happy, respecting those who die for us to be free. You know, all these things we are telling our people. Don't force yourself to believe something that can never on this planet. I told them, even if the Jesus you are calling and the angel you say they are living in heaven, come to zoo to live, to lose the zoo will corrupt them. The foundation of the zoo was not formed by Chukwu Abiam. It's formed by a woman. They are called Fedi Lugard and her best friend. So how come you think that thing will be sustaining? No, that is why killing every hour. Nigeria is killing themselves. If police did not kill zoological military will kill zoological civil defense, where they are dragging only 500 naira. They will be shooting themselves. Only 500 naira. Just imagine. If police is killing themselves because of 500 naira, think about you that is going to sell pepper or sell granite, what will happen to you? So, great Biafran, the area is better. Listen to Radio Biafra. Anything you hear, you did not hear from Radio Biafra. That is fake news. Call Radio Biafra and get information. And remember, go back to normal the way we used to do and do the needful. Telling our people the truth. That is the most important thing. Remember what our leader said in our 4 cardinal points, IPOB 4 cardinal points. We must be without fear for our enemies. We must speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death. Do it. That is we. And we must help the poor and those who cannot help themselves, and be a good character, so that as a we help thee. And what? Don't be violent in approach. That is why our leader is in the hand of a politician, because he's not a violent man. He preaching the truth to the zoo. He bring out the solution of zoological. But as people who are serving demons, they don't want that. That is why all of them gang up and kidnap him, rendition him from Kenya to zoological, trying to subject the truth. But we said, that is why everybody is angry in Biafra land. When we say sit at home, it will come out from Radio Biafra. Everybody will hear it. They won't want Chineke. Great Biafran support ESN. Stay away from evil. Be your brother's keeper and do the needful. We must free ourselves from these killers. We must free ourselves from this destiny destroyer form created by evil British. We must free ourselves from all this evil entity called zoological. We are Biafran, we are not zoological. We are Biafran, and we must go back to our roots, where we are, before they came and forced our fathers to answer Nigeria. Nde wonwa Chineke, udo derege for your good work. May Elohim bless Umuchukwu Okuka Biama throughout in the whole world who are doing the need.
Thank you very much. Nde wonwa Chineke. Thank you and thank you. Now, as we bring this program to an end, let me I will read to you excerpts from yesterday. Okay, let me see. Sorry, I'm being interrupted a bit, but I'll read to you excerpts from our head of the Directorate of States. Our head of the Directorate of States. I'll read to you excerpts from his speech here yesterday. But before we do that, please listen to Onyendu Mazi NnamdiKanu. Listen to what he said about the sham trial that they call court process. The sham trial that Nigeria is making mockery of themselves with. Let us listen to him. This statement he made at the last time he was in court. He made this statement, and he didn't hide anything when he made this statement. It was clear. Now let us pay attention to this video, this statement from our leader.
Prohibition and Protection Act says that will not be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what they are not saying. Section what, sir? As simple like that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court is made to find you. It's very clear. You cannot violate a peace and Nigeria entered into, and then come to try that very person is not going anywhere to work. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump in. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to find me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that the flag entered into, and then you go to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial is not done anywhere in the world. I was in my case. Nobody had, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these remedies is just no rubbish. You understand? Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness. That's all. Nigeria is trying to survive, not to.
Okay. The information is clear. The information is clear. Sorry for that. The information is clear. You cannot kidnap somebody and then now realize, oh, Bamiyo, like Tinubu would shout, oh, Bamiyo, let us go to the court now that we've realized the importance of the court. It is not done. You are making a caricature of yourself. You are making a joke of yourself. Now, let me read you excerpts from Mazi Chika Idosiem's live broadcast yesterday as we round up. He began by greeting all Biafrans. He said, greetings to great Biafrans all over the world. My name is Mazi Chika Idosiem and I come from Ihioma in Olu province of Biafra land. And I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as the head of the Directorate of States. This was from his broadcast yesterday. He also said, I welcome you to this evening's short address to Biafrans worldwide. As you know, 30th May of every year is an important and solemn day for Biafrans. It is a day of commemoration and appreciation of our heroes past. He also said, and according to the information in our disposal, Biafrans at home and in diaspora put aside their differences to reflect on the sacrifices made on our behalf and also the journey so far. I sincerely and immensely want to commend all of you. This year marks the 10th year that IPOB instituted this solemn event. He also said, today, 30th May, is a day that is very important in our lives, either Biafrans in the homeland or in the diaspora. Today is the day we honor our fallen heroes and heroines who died in defense of our race. According to the information at our disposal, as has been since the past decade, Biafrans all over the world abandoned all they do to oblige the commemoration of our heroes and heroines. Today, I commend you all for your patriotism and commitment. Now, he also went on to say, we never started the Memorial Day as a sit-at-home day, but the deliberate desire of lawless Nigeria government in cahoots with the British government to stop the teaching of their evil perpetration of the world most heinous genocide on Biafrans. We are forced to make it a sit-at-home. Okay. I think let me go to the next as we are slowly coming to the end of the program. It says, this is the reason WAEC has been wickedly deployed for the purpose of blackmailing IPOB with the use of Biafran children, slated to take a useless examination. And sadly, some disgruntled Biafrans will feed this insulting narrative from the enemy. Now, okay, because of time, let's just go on. He went on to say 2024 marks 10 years IPOB instituted the 30th May anniversary for Biafra Heroes Day. The story of the success of today's sit at home in the Biafra land will be told another day. But suffice to say that IPOB did not initially mark today for civil disobedience, but as a result of the brutality of the murderous Nigerian security agencies, IPOB reverted to using sit at home to honor the Biafra heroes who were massacred in the most genocidal manner by the Nigerian government and their foreign backers. Now, the next, he went on to say, however, this is to finally bring it to the doorstep of WAEC and other organizations that should Biafran referendum not be conducted before next year, then surely this serves as a notice that fixation of exams or any function for that matter on 30th May will be insufferable. He went on to say, it is rather appalling that some people who knows nothing about sacrifice wanted to blackmail the IPOB leadership with a perverse notion that our children are taking WAEC exams. Children who, after taking these nonsensical exams, will find no job after graduation. This will be the last time the IPOB leadership will be drawn to discussion on the status of 30th May in our lives. If by any chance that by 2025 Biafra have not left the contraption, plans must be made by those concerned to ensure that 30th May is set aside by law and decree as a national holiday in Biafra land. This should be the task resting on governors starting from tomorrow. He went on to say, the Ohaneze Ndigbo and evil leaders in our land must understand that as our heroes' commemoration has passed today, they should brace up to feel the heat for their crimes and misgivings against the collective will and well-being of our people. All those who play games with the memory of our heroes, imagine Iwanyanwu claiming that he has not been informed on the Biafra Fallen Heroes Commemoration Day. Same man who claimed he wanted to go apologize to the perpetrators of the genocide against our people. Now he went on to say, let me repeat this. If by chance Biafrans is still with Nigeria by 2025, IPOB will take on like never before anyone, institutions or group who would dare make attempts to tamper with the memory of our fallen heroes and heroines. 30th of May will forever become a day that will be irreducible in our lives in a free, sovereign, independent Biafra nation. He went on to say, Hope Uzodinma asked underage girls of about 14 years and below to go and take cervical cancer vaccination. It is appalling that people who hitherto would appear literate or knowledgeable would come in the open to make backward and debasing proclamations. Hope Uzodinma should provide his daughters for such exercise, as he should also be reminded that he lacks the moral and medical authority to order anyone. Okay, we will leave it here because of time. Thank you all very much for being part of this program. Thank you, and do have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, Biafra is our identity, and Chukwu Okike Abiama is our maker. Thank you, and do have a wonderful, wonderful day. Ndewo.